Hi, Deus. Hi, November Man. Good to see you. Turn this down, and hopefully my audio is okay. Sometimes these frequencies really mess with my audio. So give me a shout out. It was good. This is just a chat show. Um, as titled, live January 30th. So don't expect much. This is it. All right. How are you guys doing? This is a how are you guys doing show. You guys seen what happened to silver yesterday? Was it today? Today. Yeah, today. That was pretty cool. They love to try to manipulate the markets. Just check over on YouTube here. Just give me a thumbs up on how the audio is. Let's see. That's too good. Got it. See if that's got it. $10 trillion lost in gold and silver. Well, is it lost or? There we go. Hey, One Big Pond. Good to see you. See, I know they sold a whole bunch of stocks in silver that they didn't have. So there's certainly a shortage. Right? Hmm. Yeah, go for it. Excellent. Yeah, they sold a bunch of stocks. How much missing? 10 trillion lost in gold and silver. You mean just in the market, right? The market. But anyway, I think that's what you mean. Yeah, good to see you too, One Big Pond. Yeah, if I had any spare cash, I would have too. It'll probably stay low for a while, so it might take it a while to go back up. You never know, though. Could go right back up over the weekend. Hi, Elderberry. Good to see you. Was expecting this dump, flushed out the shorts and margins. Maybe scare some people into selling. Apparently, they closed the markets for selling any paper, so you can only buy physical at the moment. Yeah, just in the paper market, right? Yeah. So the physical stuff is still going to maintain its, well, probably increase in its value. Some people project almost 1,000. I don't know if that's possible. I imagine it's possible. But, is it going to happen, right? All the fiscal silver is nearly gone, so they'll have to have a readjustment of the market. Right? Iran survives another day. Yeah, what's going on with Iran? I haven't looked into that recently. Is he gonna bomb it? They say as soon as he bombs it, the gold and silver are gonna go up. You know how much silver they use in those bombs. Yeah, no heads up. I just decided to go live. I'll go live for a little while, but yeah, I don't do classes again on Friday nights because I'm just too tired by 11 o'clock. On Saturdays, it's fun. Fridays, I run into a whole bunch of other people, friends. If I start at 10, I get shoot. Yeah, I just, as I said, it's just impromptu. So I'm really curious to see what happens on Monday with solar. If there's an adjustment happening there. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. And hi, Deus. I think it is Deus. Say hi to you. And James, just popping in. How you doing? Good to see you, buddy. Just having a smudge and a smoke. Chit chatting about what's going on. Me too, Linda. That's the problem, right? It's just a Friday night job. A 9 to 5, an 8 to 4:30, really. But yeah, by 11 o'clock on Friday night, I'm usually cooked. Pretty buzzed too. But used to be Robin. Oh, okay. Hey, Spider Bite. It's no undie Sunday here today. Okay, it's still Friday here, so could be a while till Sunday. Yeah, he's been busy with his health. I hope you're doing better, Scott. Yeah, but you were called Robin when you were taking stuff. Yeah, I'm glad Iran will sue Robin another day. What they're going to do with their government. Okay. I shaved and I missed a hair. Hold on, I'll be right back. Driving me nuts. Yeah, you know when you missed that one. You hardly know what day it is. Are you retired? Hi, Steve. Good to see you. Holy snow. Yeah, you guys are going to get hit again, eh? It's the Eastern Seaboard. Yeah, check. Geoengineering. Wait to check something out. Some more weather wars are coming your way. Chemtrail Mageddon. Oh yeah, here's the
where it sets up. That's the transition zone from the far above freezing moisture to the eventual chemical frozen material that falls from the skies in various shapes and sizes now. The report then states the National Weather Service warned of great swaths of heavy snow, sleet, and treacherous freezing rain. Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
We can before we hit the wall at full velocity. Because if mysterious 400-mile stretch of radiation fog blankets 13 million Americans. That headline is from MSN. From Hawaii, California, in the grips of Delhi-like smog, radiation fog hits 20 counties in Central Valley. From the report, a 640-kilometer area in California is under the cover of a thick fog that can create respiratory problems and also cause asthma. Nearly 13 million people are under travel warnings.
I can't remember where it was. There's another one coming across. Look at a map. So it's supposed to come across, I guess it'll be Oklahoma, Arizona. Is that Arizona? AR? I don't know what it, no, that's not Arizona. Arkansas. Yeah, Tennessee, Kentucky. It's going to come across this way, this storm, hit all this area. Maybe even down to Florida. We'll have to see. It looks like they're going to dump a whole bunch of snow right in this area. Right down here. Say it'd be centered on like Kentucky, Missouri area, that area, Nashville, Alabama. Pushy Saturdays. You're in Chemtrail Alley? Where are you at, Scott? You didn't know about No Undy Sunday? Well, free ball. Well, that sounds good, Scotty. Whatever floats your boat, whatever raises your sail, or whatever. So yeah, expecting some weather down there. Can't find, can't remember where I saw that. No. I thought you quit drinking, Scotty boy. Or was that just my wish? That's probably something I was wishing. It was freaking cold here. It was minus 20, which is like almost zero. I think that's zero. Yeah, should be something like that. Zero. It was minus 20 in the daytime. Now it's up to minus 12, so it's much warmer. Is the USA the testing ground, or yeah, it is worldwide. The south of Britain got hit about a week and a half or so ago, 2 weeks ago. what you'll find, what they do is they'll start a high pressure zone in one area, and then the area they want to hit will have like a low pressure zone behind it or around it. They always work with the Coriolis and they put a bunch of moisture up in the atmosphere, the high pressure zone, and then they'll dump down into the low pressure zone. It's kind of like sliding, it's kind of like tipping a seesaw, like increase the pressure on this area, all the moisture and stuff goes into that area. It's a pretty neat system. And then they can use radar to maneuver it around land. Starts off. It's already done. Yeah, there you go. I believe your thoughts and your intentions, prayers, whatever you want to call them, spell account. Humans have an effect on it. So we have our resident weather manifester, D. Ocean. She talks to about it quite a bit. Seems to have some good effects on it. We'll tell D that a storm is coming. What else has happened with you guys other than your weekdays? I already require a chicken and rice cook. Required? Okay. Required. Okay. That's an interesting sentence there, Scotty Boy. But if we take it back, yeah, we won. Didn't you have you had rice and bananas on the menu too? Yeah. Being Somalian is not like, rice and bananas. But being Somalian is like, well, rice and bananas. Oh man. Oh, Canadian and American politics have been having a lot of fun lately. So our great prime minister there went to China and came back and said, welcome to we're going to have a new world order and we're going to have a trade deal with China. And Trump said, hey, fuck you. Why are you doing a trade deal with China? I'm going to put 100% tariffs on you. So then Carney says, oh, I don't have a trade deal with China. What are you talking about? Later on, he says, oh, we have a trade deal with China. Yeah, I know that. Hey, James, you're welcome. How do you like snow? How much did you get? Chimney fire. Oh, sorry to hear that one. Fraud is irrelevant. No. Fraud is the way that things are done, apparently. If you're not committing fraud, Hi, Mr. Max. Yeah, if they did, remember what Ilhan Omar said, if you didn't want Somalians to commit fraud, you wouldn't make it easy for them to commit fraud. That's your fault. trusting you. What's wrong with you? Really? Yeah. There's a lot of those now. Apparently, the Democrats have decided that guns are now good, and everybody should have one. Oh man, I love the total contradiction. You got 2 feet. Nice. How much did you get, James? Someone got sprayed. I enter name here. With what? There's a lot of pepper spray going on. Especially those ice raid protests, whatever you want to call it. Insurrection. Yeah, that's a huge problem. We have a few drug manufacturers in Canada, but not many. Not as many as China. We don't make near. Well, we do make a lot of fentanyl, though. So, but that's mainly Chinese. That's all the Chinese labs in Canada. Seem to be able to find cocaine just fine, but we don't seem to be able to find any of those like a long time ago and busted in. And then as soon as we did, China put tariffs on all our products. Oh yeah, with the what was it, apple cider vinegar or something? We sprayed her with vinegar. I think it was another lefty, and it was a little setup thing. Just sleep with a dusting on top, 2 inches thick. That's not bad. Yeah, they've done that with a lot of things. They did it with jewelry. Remember the toxic metals in jewelry, selling to all the kids at those trendy stores they were at. Well, we got Antifa in Canada as military, so that's what I heard. Oh yeah, the Chinese does. Something. Yeah, someone did something. Something happened. Yeah. Yeah, I don't own a microwave. Not for I think about 20 years. About 20 years. Doesn't it? That's pretty cool, and I like the music. Just put my headphones back on. I wear my hat with these headphones. It digs into the top of my skull. Oh, China? No, no, no. They're definitely on our side. Say hi to Max. Here we go. Show hands up. You're so handsome. Yes, you are. You're such a handsome boy. A little bit of cat therapy here for you guys. This is 396. Oh, everybody loves you, Max. Itchy, boosty, douche woman, motorcycling around the world in Western Chinese city this past week. Gorgeous city. Max will always get in your mind. Well, apparently there's a whole bunch of indictments happening. I think it's over fraud. Last. You'll be here tomorrow night? Okay. Yeah, 10 o'clock, a bunch of other shows are starting up. Does Robert still do a Friday night? I'm not sure if he does. No, I don't see us in truth. Yeah, fun with cool too. Snow is always fun to drive in. If you can just do spins and stuff. So it doesn't take. I did so. Indictment always seems like such a strange word. Justice. Let's see. Federal jury. Kansas woman for taking controlled substances. Jack Smith, potential target of U.S. president, defends indictment over Trump 2020 election. That was it. Yeah. Here's a list of those targeted by the administration. Okay. By ABC News. Jerome Powell. Oh, yeah, most of these people have committed crimes. James Comey, Letitia James, dismissed. That'll probably happen with a lot of them. Republican lawmakers break from U.S. president on Fed chair indictments. Charges against Maduro and his wife. Kurt Walls says office has increased indictments by 200% in the last 60 days compared to similar time last year. Maduro. Probably all the same. Comey. Yeah. Not much other than remember the indictments for the voting, right? Yeah, Josh Smith, potential target of U.S. president, indictments over 2020 election. Now they have a 5-year statute of limitations, don't they, on these types of things? So oftentimes what they're going to do is run out the clock like they did with other things. It's a really good way to do it. Bring up the charges. It keeps people happy, right? Because they get a charge. And what's it, A7? What you mean? Oh, Andromeda 7. Time for an attitude adjustment. Yeah, they're good, Jim. Yeah. Itchy boots. She goes twice weekly, plus she's home. I didn't see, I'm not getting notifications from that. Are they on later? Oh, yeah, they're on. Just indictments over the election, nothing with the fraud. Fraud is the major problem. That's where all the money is being leaked out, right? You're going to start freezing bank accounts and stuff. That would be a good idea to start. There wasn't really anything particular I wanted to talk about. This is just a chat. This will be going at the night. I never really did. There we are. What's this? Temperature anomaly.
West and a large chunk of Atlantic Canada and into Nunavut. Well, the last few days of January, though, saw expansive cold that extended even into the U.S. Well, get ready for another flip for the beginning of February, where we see early February, just 2 days.
Yeah, right there, that bottom purple line. See the one on top there, and then the one on the bottom. That's the where the snow is going to hit. Probably the next few days. Again, big system.
Of January, though, saw expansive cold that extended even into the U.S. Well, get ready for another flip for the beginning of February, where we see early February featuring spring-like weather across Western Canada that spread eastward, and perhaps the cold relaxing across the east. A large chunk of the country will perhaps feature temperatures 10 to 15 degrees above normal for us in the west. But you can see there, southern Ontario, southern Quebec, and into the Maritimes, still a little bit on the cold side thanks to the upper low that gets sandwiched between the Greenland blocking and the western ridge. Now, this sort of pattern will feature more clipper-like systems that move quickly eastward. Now, while we head into the second half of February, we're likely to see that cold return east of the Rockies for us with more seasonal temperatures for the west coast. This sort of pattern will perhaps induce more Texas and Colorado lows that move into the Great Lakes.
Yeah,
but
they
with
tried.
increasing ice
They
coverage,
tried
we
that.
could see lake effect snow.
There's like 2,000 guns they have on this list of prohibited weapons, right? So they said, hey, they're you Canadian police, eh? What are you doing? We're just doing our job, eh? Canadian government said, hey, you want to go grab those guns off people? Police kind of looked at him and said, no, we're good. We don't really want to do that. No thanks. But you got to do it. Well, we're not going to do it because we don't want to. So, because that's what they did. So that happens quite a lot in Canada. They ban guns, but the police won't go get them because it's kind of a pain in the ass. And why should they bother? And they don't really believe that people should be without guns, so they don't really go and get them. So those guns are still out there. Yeah, the police just won't do it. So it's not going to happen. Elon Musk, Neuralink, transhumanism, mark of the beast. The other day, keep in mind most of his audience is children. Yeah. It's not even necessary either. They've got technology way beyond that. They don't need to drill a hole into your head. Yeah, the police in Canada are really good, Linda. They were told 5 years ago during the pandemic to stop anybody and ask them for papers and identify them, and if they weren't legally allowed to be out, that they would be checked. And they said, well, no, we're not going to do that. Okay. So, our police aren't as willing to do things for the government as you think. Yeah, the Neuralink. That's a. They don't need to drill a hole in your head. They really don't. It's kind of fun to show people. I like looking at it too. Just kind of interesting to ponder the technology. Yeah, I can't do it there. Do it here. Give it a second. It's my background.
Telepathy, but only for the thoughts you want to share. With Alter Ego, Alter Ego gives you the power of telepathy, but only for the thoughts you want to share. With Alter Ego, you talk just like you normally would, but without making it. Let me show you how it works. We all have moments when inspiration strikes and you want to save an idea before it slips away. You can now capture those instantly without lifting a finger. For example, just gonna see if that synced. Oh yeah, awesome. Alter Ego has tiny cameras built in and can make sense of the world around me from my perspective. Here, I have a postcard, And when I find something interesting, I can point to specific parts and ask questions about what I'm seeing.
This is so cool.
That's Europa, who represents Europe shaking hands with America to celebrate the first transatlantic telegraph cable.
That's cool.
Okay, reminder is added to your notes app.
Awesome. You can get so much done with Alter Ego, but I want to talk about how it changes communication. This is where it gets really interesting. Alter Ego works with your other devices, but it also works with other people wearing an Alter Ego.
Imagine for somebody who
It's
can't
almost
speak,
telepathic.
right? Somebody who's speaking.
Where do you want to get lunch after this? Thai food could be good.
It doesn't matter where Arnav and I are. It could be a noisy environment or a quiet office. Having a
Yeah, so that's pretty cool stuff. I think it can be used for good and it can be used for bad, right? Just like anything. I don't know whether to cut it off here or grab a drink. I'll be back. Something you guys want to talk about, just put it in chat there. I'll be right back. Very thirsty today. Watching Demolition. Yeah, I don't know if they'll probably get there for you. I don't think it'd be too hard. I have a bunch of stuff lined up for that loss. It was all from last week. Then I had a computer problem. It's gone. stem cell patches. Interesting. Stem cell patches, eh? Okay. How do they accomplish that? Lifeway patches for $355 here. 30-pack cell skin patches support. Okay. Complete science of stem cell activation. Support improvements of strength and stamina support. Interesting. Seven patches. Wow. 255. Strengthen your. Okay. Some of them are cheap and some, well, one patch. Okay. That's 39. You get one patch for $5. Or 9 patches. Week supply. I imagine that's a lot more than I would think. Interesting. I'll have to keep that tab open to have a look at it. Company called Lifeway. Okay. Uses crystals and applies biotech. Company just won an award. I'm impressed after 3 months. Yeah. A lot of these things, though, and I'm really cautious about this with these. Let me check out what's your company name there? Was it Lifeway? Okay. Let's check out Lifeway. Let's see what their technology is. I'm suspicious by their name. That they're actually using the Internet of Medical Things. Let's see, Lifeway patches. Lifeway official site. Okay, our product. Boost your body's innate powers and live a better life with Lifeway products. X49, X39 patches. Learn more. Okay. Optimum health and wellness can be yours with X39, a new approach to improving the way your body fosters flow and energy for improvement, strength, stamina, and beyond. Yes. By gently stimulating the skin with light for our general wellness, non-transdermal patches help you conquer your active lifestyle. Yeah, those lights are LED lights. Let me show you a small video. Explains what's going on here. It's electronic. Okay, let's just search it this way. They have a cool name. It's called Vibrotactile Technology.
Superpatch is the most advanced wearable technology in the market, with 15 plus years of research and development. Superpatches are 100% drug-free, non-invasive, and backed by science. Our skin absorbs and transmits information from many different types of stimulation. Every physical, emotional, and psychological function has a corresponding neural code or message in our brain that controls and regulates it. Due to factors such as injury, stress, genetics, etc., these neural codes can get disrupted, leading to poor health, wellness, and performance. At Superpatch, we've decoded these neural messages that manage the neural control of physical, emotional, and psychological functions. Every single Superpatch has a unique pattern of ridges in it, similar to a QR code. When these ridges come in contact with our skin, the receptors in and around our skin send a message to our brain, which then decodes it. This intricate pattern of ridges is known as Vibrotactile Technology, or VTT for short. When the patch stimulates the skin receptors, it generates and sends a very complex signal to our brain to correct the specific neural codes that may be disrupted. The effects are almost immediate. So you focus less on overcoming wellness and quality of life challenges and more on living a happier and healthier life. Whether it's improving your sleep, enhancing your sports performance, or unlocking other life-enhancing benefits, Superpatch has you covered. Try Superpatch today and start your health and wellness journey. www.superpatch.com.
Yeah, there's lots of companies now with these patches, and I've really thought about trying the technology myself. There's a really cool one called FLFE. It's a neat one. You can basically have an enchanted device or a thing, right? Like you could take any object, a bracelet, a necklace, your phone, this brush, right? And what they do is they locate that brush through the Internet of Everything, because everything's been tagged, right? And what they'll do is they'll follow this brush around. So you can even transfer the wellness zone. They have a zone that's like 30 or 60 feet or something. But within the zone of this area will be all of these healing properties. So you can give this brush to somebody, and then they'll have the same experience of health and healing that you do. Isn't that neat? I'll show you that one. I know. They all work on the same thing. It's the same technology. Let me find that one. Yeah, this is one that I was thinking of trying. OFE. This one, you should hear the list of stuff they can do. Hold on, let's see if they still. Oh, it looks like they changed it. Yeah, they changed it. Should have saved it. I have it on video, but let's see. They've got 15-day free trial. Let's see. They don't. They had a list before of all the effects it could have, from your digestion to your communication with people, your relationships. Things that was promising were just amazing. You know, good sleep, better gut health, mitigation of EMF radiation effects. What else did they Yeah, it's really neat technology. Um, no, yeah, they're not. I don't believe they're actually activating, like, unless they have some type of a proprietary goo inside there or something, you know. But they do say it's activated by light, right? So they're taking in a signal, right? Light can be considered a lot of things. Um, Infrared light as well, the unseen light, right? So what they're doing is they're using these signals to enhance your life. This one's $35 a month. It's it's most important services in the world today. Oh my God, this thing blew my mind. Things started shifting. I started sleeping better. My relationships got better. Let's see. Important people, I guess. I don't know. Gene Nolan. Okay. Danny Morell, entrepreneur life coach. Huh. Yeah, see, this is all. What you say? My relationships got better. My mood got better, all because of FLFE. Hmm. See, they promised us that back in the 70s, right? They told us that with wireless, it might be better than meds, right? Um, I think in many ways it probably is. Um, they've gotten very good at decoding our biofield, right? So what they can do, it's like I showed you in the other video, they can send signals to your brain, other parts of your body to stimulate, get certain effects out of you. So it's quite amazing what they can do. Yeah, I haven't completely poo-pooed the idea of this technology, but it is kind of um, a little worrisome once you actually know what it is, because it's actually offering access to your body. It's like a access node. I don't know if you've been around any of my talks on um, wide body area network and the Internet of Bodies and all of that, where you're part of the internet, so they can wire signals through you. Great antennas. All you do is you put one of those proprietary patches. It is basically a QR code. The, super patch, all those. Once you put it on, it's like an instant access to your body. It's kind of neat. Yeah, I'm not so sure about those med beds. Those are interesting. I'm not sure that they're the answer to everything either. They may have a use. I don't know. They may have their place, right? You like patented tech? It's not always good. A lot of the drugs we take are patented, right? I suppose that's not tech. Yeah, it's kind of amazing what they can do. So you're one of the first people I've met that has tried anything like that. So I don't know. I've often questioned or thought about doing it myself because I do suffer from a lot of damage from radiation, just general radiation. Let's see what it says. It's not even 24 hours since I started the free trial, but I couldn't believe it. feels like waking up from a nightmare. How is it possible to see such a big difference? I'm overcoming a heart condition. Lately, I've been struggling with heaviness in my chest. From yesterday, things changed in the first few hours. It was just wow. I didn't expect it to be so fast, so good, to make such a difference. First, I felt my heart light, and I suddenly realized that I don't have this squishing heaviness anymore. Even this would be enough. But I also slept well and woke up happy. This hasn't happened in a very long time. See, my concern is that they can heal you, but they can also make you sick. Anything that can be used as a tool to help can also be used as a tool to hurt. Looks like Meredith. Okay. I'm reluctant to allow somebody that much access to my body because that's really very direct access. And anybody with a nefarious bone in their body, or somebody who even wants to feed the medical system, because you have to certainly take some type of disclaimer. Yeah, no, I get that too. I have perfect sleep, but I do it a different way. I use two frequencies. I use 432 and 528 hertz frequencies when I sleep. This. At a very low volume, barely audible. But it's really relaxing. I wake up refreshed, which is really nice. My days aren't hard. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I might take that choice. Yeah. You'll have to keep me updated on that. Well, I think I'm going to shut it down for tonight. Thank you all for coming. You like 120? I just started listening to 128 a lot myself. I like that one. I saw it on a video. So. Gotta try it. I do like listening to frequencies. So. I love 7.83. That's a good one. If you can get one that's got a nice bass to it. All right, guys. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for sharing your Friday night with me. Yeah, George Harrison. I like him. Till next time, keep your third eye open.